We're going to be talking about how to be productive and how do I take, we're going to talk about certain principles to help you be more productive in your business. And for me, I run a marketing agency called House of Influence with employees and lots of different stuff. And especially when you work from your laptop and you are in charge of getting work done on your own and you don't have a boss, it can be very easy to be unproductive, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about how to be productive and how do I take, we're going to talk about certain principles to help you be more productive in your business. And for me, I run a marketing agency called House of Influence with employees and lots of different stuff. And especially when you work from your laptop and you are in charge of getting work done on your own and you don't have a boss, it can be very easy to be unproductive, and I'm going to show you how to fix that. So if you're new to this channel, my name is Elliot Drake. I'm a 19-year-old entrepreneur. I run a marketing agency called House of Influence, and we specialize in helping people through Facebook and other online channels, specifically e-com brands and personal brands. So we help personal brands figure out how to monetize. We even take on smaller brands, people who just want to figure out how to develop their marketing strategy and how to brand themselves in the right way to be able to monetize down the road. So yeah, that's a little background on me. So let's get into it. So the very first principle that I'm going to talk about is auto-distracting. And this is a huge one. And I see it, and I learned this actually from one of my mentors, because whenever I was getting trained by him when I lived there, I kept asking him questions over and over. And so he kept sending me this article that was on auto-distracting. And so this is where this principle comes from. And so I implement it now today, and it's helped me tremendously. And it's like a plane analogy, right? So a lot of people are better on illustrations, so it's like a plane analogy. Whenever you're working and you get in a groove, I'm sure you all have experienced this. The very first portion, whenever you first start working, when you flip open your laptop, it's really hard to feel productive. It takes a while, but after like an hour or two, you start to get into a rhythm, right? You start to get in a rhythm, you start to flow, and as soon as something auto-distracts you, it's like you come back down. And so we're gonna lead into this principle, but say you're on the runway, say you're a plane. I don't know how to draw a plane, but here's a plane, here's the wings, right? And we're on the runway, and we're going, right? And then we finally get to take off, right? We get to takeoff mode. We're up in the sky, because a plane, whenever it's first going, it uses way more fuel to get up, but then it goes way slower and it takes a lot more fuel so the plane, whenever it's taking off, it uses a lot more fuel and it goes much slower. But once it gets to 10,000 feet cruising altitude, what happens is the plane actually burns like twice as, way less fuel, and it goes way faster. And so it's the same thing whenever we're working. Once we get into that momentum, into that groove mode, that flow, we can get way more done. And so this is auto-distracting. As soon as you get auto-distracted, it's like your plane lands immediately. Whether it's something hits you up on your phone, somebody messages you while you're trying to get work done, and you have to bring your attention to this other thing, and it auto-distracts you and makes you less productive, because then you have to work your way back to where your mental state was on focusing on that certain task that you were doing. And so it's like going off the runway, getting back. And so one ways that you can prevent this is your environment. So if you're in an environment where you keep getting distracted, whether you're with you have a family or whatever, and they keep coming in and distracting you, having you do a lot of things, it's going to be hard to be productive. And same thing with social media. If you keep checking your phone, you keep getting phone calls, if you keep just basically getting interrupted, it's going to be hard to get into that flow state. And so you're going to keep trying to take off and then get immediately landed, take off, keep getting landed. And so it's going to make your day unproductive, right? And this is something that I do, is I isolate myself, and like Trey, where we rented this Airbnb for the month just to work and focus on our goals. And so him and I have that conversation up front. is, hey, we want to, get a lot done. So, if like what I like to do is, like, if it's not urgent and important, email me. But if it's important and urgent, then, hit me up on Skype or our instant communication, or call me, right? And sometimes I normally put my phone also on do not disturb, because it helps from those auto distracting, and you can keep going, right? You can just keep going on your runway, keep in your flow, and it helps you basically be more productive, right? So that is the first analogy. And the next one is like a personal efficiency issue, which I learned from Blitz, is do, delegate, delete, which is part of the 9 triangles of business. And it's just about, let's cross this off right here. But we use triangles because the triangle is the strongest shape, right? Strongest shape. And so if you can break off almost every form of business into, thirds, which, finance, marketing, operations, learn, do, teach, which is learning a craft, doing it, and then teaching it, right? That's like the career progression, communicate, iterate, delegate, content, checklist, software. There's a lot of different ones that all fall into 9 triangles. If you guys would like a video on that, I'm happy to make one. But this one is do, delegate, delete. So we go do, and then there's delegate and delete. So what it's all about is getting really good at the task. So if there's a task, if you have a team and there's a task you have to do, be good at doing that. And if you need to delegate, be good at being able to figure out who do you need to delegate to get the stuff done that's most important. I like to focus on, like, what are the necessary pieces throughout my day that are going to make it successful. So I always plan my day the day before. What I do. I will write down what are the top 3 to 5, things that are high impact and result in us getting paid that I need to do, and what are the other things that I need to delegate to the team that don't require me as the CEO and founder to go and do, right? And so that's what you should do. Start planning your day ahead and start to get really good at what are the things that I need to do today, what are the things that I need to delegate out or can wait, and then deleting them. So a lot of people, especially like when you have a task that you're dreading and you're like, oh, I'll just push that off, right? Like, no, I've found that is the worst thing to do, and it causes you not to be efficient, because really whenever you're pushing something off, it's still in the back of your head and you're thinking about having to do it, so it takes away from your mental space. We only have so many decisions that we can make in a day. Like, think about it like this. Why does a president only wear, basically the same outfit? Why does Mark Zuckerberg only wear like a couple shades of shirts and basically the same outfit? It's because whenever they start their day, you don't think of that, it really does, but whenever you're trying to select the perfect outfit, it takes away from your mental space, the mental decisions that you have to make throughout the day. That's also why at the end of each day, I will plan my next day ahead, so then I don't start my day by planning it out and having to think. I can just be in react mode by, okay, these are the things I need to get done. Okay, these are what I need to delegate. So I go through my tasks, I delegate out what I don't need to do, and then I sit down and I hit bullet by bullet. Okay, I need to follow up with this client, send this invoice, right? Bam, check it off, do it. You see what I'm saying? Just go down your list and make sure you just cross out the lines. Okay, got that done, got that done, got that done, right? So that is a way for you guys to be more efficient, is to just be more on top of what you actually need to do and what is important, and eliminate auto distractions wherever your environment is. Maybe you need to change up your environment, make it so that people don't auto distract you and land your plane all the time. Try to get to the point where you can just be coasting like a freaking plane going whatever, however fast it goes, all day long, doing the things you need to do. So those are the keys, and that's all I really have for this video. These things have helped me tremendously in my own efficiency, running my business, and just being able to get work done at the end of the day. So I hope this helped you guys out. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay tuned for more videos. I'd love it if you would hit subscribe and then turn on notifications so you can see whenever I post, because I know YouTube's crowded and it's hard for you guys to stay up to date. But this channel is for you. This channel is for me to give back. It's my way of serving other people And so, also comment down below what videos you're having. Are you struggling with something that I can help you with? That's where I want this to go, is I want to build a community here, and I want to be able to help you and add value as much as I possibly can. So thank you again for watching. This has been Elliot Drake, and I will see you